Looking to take your financial knowledge to the next level? You're in the right place. Welcome to Ask Ralph, offering accounting, technical, and financial advice. Whether you're looking to save taxes or improve your business, he's got you covered. Here's your host of Ask Ralph, Ralph Estep Jr.
Hello and welcome to the Ask Ralph Show. I thought today I'd start by telling you a little bit about myself and also talking about what we plan to accomplish on the Ask Ralph Show. So let's get started. My name is Ralph Estep Jr. I'm a native Delawarean. I attended the University of Delaware, where I earned my Bachelor of Science degree in accounting, and then I went on to get my MBA from the Wilmington University. I'm a licensed public accountant in Delaware. I have a small accounting firm in Middletown, Delaware called Saggio Accounting Plus. And I get asked all the time, well, what does Saggio mean? So when I was looking for a firm name, I said, well, let's take a look at some heritage type things. And my mom's in Italian, so I looked up the word wise. And what I found was the word wise in Italian is Saggio. So that's the reason for Saggio Accounting Plus. When I'm not busy at my accounting practice, I also operate a small, what they call gentleman's farm in Middletown, where I raise Black Angus cows. I am married to my wife, Jennifer, for over 17 years. She is quite frankly the reason that I am successful, and I have 2 boys. I've been in the accounting industry for a long time, probably longer than you would think because I grew up in the accounting industry. Talk around the dinner table at my house was all about accounting and tax, and this client did this, and this business did that, and that's because my dad is also an accountant. That's why I say Ralph Jr., because there are 2 Ralph Esteps that are accountants in Delaware. I guess I should talk a little bit about my notable positions in the field. When I first left the University of Delaware, my first position, I became the chief financial officer of a large church in Wilmington. That was really a cool job. I got to sort of learn my trade in an atmosphere that wasn't cutthroat. It wasn't difficult to be involved because it was a church and it was loving people around me, so I got to sort of work out all the kinks that I had learned in school, and it really prepared me well for my future and gave me a great deal of experience. My next job, I jumped into the credit union industry. I had no idea what a credit union was the day I went for this interview. I remember meeting with the CEO that day, and he explained to me what a credit union was, and I was about as confused as when I left. But I got offered the position of the accounting person at the credit union. I said, you know what, I'm going to take it. I'm going to try this and see how it works. Well, it wasn't long till I really developed a strong passion for the credit union industry. I needed to learn all I could learn about it. So I worked my way up the ranks, eventually becoming the vice president of lending and financial operations, and then finally being awarded the position of executive vice president. It was during this time that the CEO and I worked together to get a community charter for the credit union, so we were able to serve a great many more people. I've been doing this type of work for over 25 years, and once I left the credit union, I decided, you know what, I think it's time to start my own accounting firm. So what do I do? Our firm's a full-service accounting, business management, tax preparation, planning, payroll, and also something that's not very common in the accounting industry, the area of cloud and technology management. I guess you could say I'm sort of a techno nerd. I really do enjoy technology. I've been doing this type of work, like I said, for over 25 years, and I consider myself an expert in the areas of personal and business taxation, in financial reporting, in payroll management, and again, in technology and process improvement. A few years back, I hired a marketing guy to come in and take a look at my company and say, how can I grow my company? And the first thing he asked me, he said, well, what business are you in? And I said, oh boy, I think I hired the wrong person, because he clearly didn't see on my business cards that I'm an accountant. And I said to him, do I need to tell you? He goes, listen, just tell me what business you're in. And I said, okay, I'm in the accounting business. And he says, no, you do accounting work. That's true, but you're not in the accounting business. I said, I'm in trouble now. I said, I got it. I'm in the tax business. He said, no, you do taxes, but you're not in the tax business either. I said, great. I figured it out. He's asking for a big picture. So I said, I'm in the consulting business. And he said, yeah, you do consulting work, but that's not right either. I said, I give up. What business am I in? And he nailed it. He was so right about this. He said, I'm in the relationship business. And that is so true. And since that point, I've determined that we're all in a relationship business. Anybody who's going to be successful as an individual or a business is really in the relationship business. So now I'm going to throw something at you that's going to sound kind of funny. As an accountant, I'm really not a numbers guy. I'm a relationship guy. I'm not a bean counter. I'm a relationship counter. I work with clients in all areas, from individuals, families, retirees, and all sizes of business. I tell people all the time I work from mom and pop shops to multi-million-dollar corporations. No client's too small or too large for me. In fact, the more complex situations really excite me. I guess I'm an accounting nerd also. I love figuring out how to build a better mousetrap. So why podcasting? Why radio? Well, I guess in the end, my goal is to educate listeners and share my experiences, all with the goal of helping people improve their financial well-being. We look forward to answering your questions and getting deeper into discussions surrounding all aspects of your finances. In addition to hearing from me, we plan to speak with other people who can provide additional insight. We're planning to explore a great many areas on the show, so look forward to discussions on taxes and common mistakes and questions. We're going to talk about businesses and how to improve the overall bottom line. As I said before, I have a passion for technology, so we're going to talk about the current technology and how both will impact individuals and businesses in the future. All of this requires input from you. So I'm going to encourage everyone to go to my website, which is askralph.com. You can download my iPhone or Android app at either iTunes or the Google Play Store. It's called Ask Ralph. And I also encourage you to send questions to me so that I can answer them on the show. You can send those questions to Ralph at askralphmedia.com. Again, that's Ralph at askralphmedia.com. I really look forward to taking time to answer your questions and explore areas of interest much deeper. My goal is to help you improve your finances and save you money. And I look forward to doing that.
You've been listening to Ask Ralph, brought to you by Sazio Accounting Plus. Please subscribe to and rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts, and leave us a rating and review. Our podcast is produced by Carolyn Peters. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Ask Ralph Media. You can also hear me each week on 1450 WILM and on 1410 WDOV in Delaware, and on the iHeartRadio app. Submit your questions or ideas for future shows by sending an email to AskRalph@AskRalph.com.
The information contained in this episode of Ask Ralph is based on data available as of the date of its release. Sagio Accounting Plus and Ask Ralph Media Inc. is under no obligation to update this content if changes occur. Applying this information to your specific situation requires careful consideration of all facts and circumstances, and any information provided is not to be considered as financial, tax, or legal advice. Please consult your tax advisor or attorney before acting on any material covered.